wanted to film this video so that I could sort of share with you guys this space that has been such an amazing, beautiful space. I'm like getting emotional because there's been so many memories that have been made here. And so oh my gosh, what is wrong? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. If you are new here, I make videos about motherhood and lifestyle, and today we are doing a nursery tour. So we're doing a tour of my son's nursery. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do this video for a really long time, and I've been putting it off. I'm like, it's not ready, and he just turned 1, and so I was like, okay, I think it's time. So yeah, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think, and yeah, let's get into it. Cue the nursery montage. So welcome to Mac's nursery. I want to take you a little bit around for more of a close-up of some of the items in his room. So I wanted to start. So Mac's nursery is a woodland theme, and so I tried to get as many kind of woodland themed things. So we have a birch tree that lights up with like twinkle lights, and it's so cute and he loves it. There's a little storage tree stump that you can put toys in, a blanket from Pottery Barn, and also a pillow from Pottery Barn that has a fox. So I tried to go with neutral tones. I also tried to keep things pretty minimal. That was one thing that I really tried to do as well. This is a sign that I had made for when he was born. That says his name, Mac Frank. And these are just some little things. I tried to have everything in his room have meaning, and so that is a letter sign that I made. And it's funny because I remember when I was like super pregnant trying to put the letters on, so it kind of makes me laugh every time I look at it. But these are items like from his grandparents, some friends. These are some little bud vases that we had at our wedding, so I thought those were kind of a fun touch. Here is a bookcase that we repurposed, and so that was one thing that was like a fun project that my husband and I worked on when I was pregnant. Mac loves books, so we try to read a few books every day. We have his lamp, which is from Target, and then his hatch, which is like his sound machine and night light at night. This is his rocker that he just got for his birthday. This is Mac's crib. It is Baby Nursery is the brand. The sheet is from Pottery Barn. The mobile is from Pottery Barn, and the mobile is something that he loves ever since he was very, very little, and we still have it up for him to play with. At night when he's sleeping, I do take it off just because I don't want him to, anything to happen. So I take that down and I kind of spin the mobile hanger around. So yeah. So this rug is actually from Target, and it took a while for me to pick out. It was hard to figure out because it's kind of like a main piece in the room. So I'm really happy with it. We love it, and I still love it. So, and it's really good at, the colors are kind of a muted tone, but they still kind of bring a little bit of color and design to the room, which is really nice. So I wanted to show you guys. So these over here, this artwork on the wall was actually, I had bought these prints from an artist in LA on Etsy, and then I bought the frames on Amazon, and it came with matting, like a matted frame, and so I made them myself, put it together and hung them up. So I'm really happy with the way they came out. They're just super cute little woodland animals, and they have really nice messages on there. Dream big, be curious, be silly, and be brave. Alright guys, so that is my son's nursery. So it is a woodland themed nursery. So backstory on his nursery, this room in our house was kind of in the worst shape when we moved in. There were holes in the wall. It used to be like a teenager's room, and so they had like a dartboard, and they were playing darts, so there was a whole area that was just like all these tiny little holes. There were big holes, all these things. And so we had to do some repairing, and we painted the room, painted all the trim, the windows, the doors. Yeah, and so it kind of became our favorite room in the house. Another thing with our nursery, we tried to keep things pretty minimal, and so for the nursery, I tried to keep the amount of toys like to a minimum if I can, and I have a lot of his toys. I have a lot of his toys put away, so in the closet downstairs, I have little like toy stashes around the house, so there's like baskets of toys, and so I kind of try and rotate toys in and out of his nursery, or I try to keep it very kind of minimal for the nursery. We usually play with blocks, we read stories. I have a few stuffed animals in here for him. Or if there's like a toy that he's been super into, that'll probably end up in the nursery that week or a few weeks. So yeah, and I find too that I knew that this time in the beginning was going to be there are going to be moments of stressful times. And so for me personally, when I am in a space that has a lot of clutter in it or a lot of stuff, it kind of stresses me out. Or it can stress me out. And so when I'm feeling stressed, I like to be in a place that is very minimal, or a room that's very minimal, so not a lot of stuff around, things like that. So that is why we try to keep it pretty minimal. Also, when things are more minimal, it's easier to clean up the nursery, because every day it literally is like, Matt comes in here and is like, woo, and pulls everything off the bookcase, all the toys out, everywhere. And so probably I would say maybe like once or even like twice a day, every single day, I put everything back in its place. So I'm sure a lot of moms can identify with that, because it's something that I am doing at all times. Just constantly picking stuff up and putting it away. So yeah, there are a lot of things that, and also I just wanted to say too that our nursery was not finished when Mac was born. So there were still some pieces that I wanted, that I just didn't have the money for, or that we were saving up for. So like the mirror in his room, I didn't get that for a few months later, or the shelving, little things like that, that when your baby's an infant, it's kind of different. I mean, we had Max sleep in our room with us, so your time in the nursery isn't as much as it is now. Now we're in here a ton, but like when he's first born, or when your baby's first born, you don't really have to spend time in there if you don't want to, or you're spending, I spent the majority of the time with him around our house or in our bedroom. So, because he slept in there with us, and we had a chair in there for him, or we had a chair in there for me for feeding, to feed him, like a rocking chair. But yeah, so if you are in the process of designing your nursery for your baby and it's, time is ticking away and you're coming very close up to your due date, don't freak out because you can do it after. They don't know. They're just drinking milk and hanging out and sleeping, and that's pretty much all they're doing. So you can still order things, you can go buy things and set it up. You can also change your mind, change things around. Don't freak out if your nursery is not completely finished before your baby comes, because you can finish it along the way. Take your time, save up, or wait for things to find things online or in stores that you really like and that is important, that you want in your nursery. If there's a piece of artwork that is really meaningful or you think has a really cool message, put that in there. The space, I felt like the real estate on the walls was like very precious. I was like, oh, that's really cool, but like, do I really want to hang that? Things like that. So try and look at it that way. So, and there's still things that I want to do. There's still things that I wish I had got or I still want to get for his nursery, but he's just turned 1. And so I was like, I feel like, do I update the nursery? Do I change things around? What do I do? So kind of in that thought process right now. So I wanted to film this video so that I could sort of share with you guys this space that has been such an amazing, beautiful space. I'm like getting emotional because there's been so many memories that have been made here. And so oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? So I wanted to kind of, I don't know what you call it. So I wanted to capture it on film selfishly, so that I could look back at his nursery now that he's getting so big. But anyway, but yeah, so hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully if you are looking for a woodland theme, this will give you some ideas. So even though my son is a boy, this room is very gender neutral. So if you have a girl and you want to do a woodland theme, hopefully this will help too. You could get some ideas with that. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching and letting me share with you such an important room to us. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. Let me know what your child's nursery looks like or what theme you did, any tips and tricks that you had when you were designing your baby's nursery. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. All right.